Montreal's La Presse newspaper has published its last weekday paper. From now on, only the Saturday paper will come with a hard copy, but readers will still have access because there's an app for that. Jeannie Lee is here with more. And Jeannie, we've been hearing about the struggles of print news for a long time. This shouldn't really come as a surprise.
And it isn't in the case of La Presse because it has been signaling for about 3 years now, Lindsay, that it was going to go this way. Because it was about 3 years ago that La Presse launched its app for a tablet version, for the tablet version of its paper. It's called La Presse Plus. And it figures that's how things are going to go in the future, with fewer and fewer people picking up and paying for an actual paper and instead consuming their news on the go. So here's the VP of Communications at La Presse. Have a listen.
I think, today people have different news habits and people want mobility, people want interactivity. Storytelling has changed, and the capacities that we have as media have changed, and we need to adapt.
And La Presse had bet on the fact that more and more people would be checking out their news on tablets because they had become super popular with the introduction of the iPad a few years ago, and then other manufacturers also coming up with their versions. And it turns out to have worked because right now La Presse says that it gets more ad sales from its app version than for the actual paper. So the time for the conversion is now, even though it admits that there will be viewers that will not convert with them.
So what about other Canadian newspapers? Is this something you think we'll be seeing more of?
Most have seen the future and have seen that a lot of it will be in the digital space, Lindsay. In fact, the Toronto Star has just launched its app for tablets, the Toronto Star Touch. It's a free tablet edition at the moment, though its publisher denies that this has anything to do with plans to stop the hard copy version of the Toronto Star. Still has a very high readership, by some metrics, the highest in the country. So that helps any kind of transition, or maybe just to preserve the actual hard copy as a traditional way of getting newspapers if this app version does take off. On the other hand, the Post Media newspaper chain did tinker with a version, an app version, a tablet version of its paper, but decided to drop that a couple of months ago. But its finances are in much worse shape, so less time to experiment, obviously. Others have tried paywalls, and then some have found that didn't work, and then went back to offering their content for free, hoping that at least getting the eyeballs would mean that they would generate sales. So sometimes it's a combination of all those things, getting more people to read the digital version, selling more ads there, while trying to still drum up subscriptions for the traditional paper. It's really whatever works in the market that that particular paper is in.
And it sounds like they're all still trying to figure it out.
Yes, very much so. And in fact, the New York Times has been able to figure out, to the tune of this year, it has gained 1 million digital-only subscribers. So there is a turnaround in the story, because at first it was really a story of struggle by all the newspapers to try to figure it out.